good Michael. Wow.
So he's just there with like his wrist. His, like,
Thing is though, he'd use his other hand. He'd go and collect that dead hand. And it would be like...
Oh no!
What's that called when you use the dead... When you like sleep on your arm?
Oh no! Don't...
Dead
What's that
arm.
called? No, what's it called when you...
It's called a stranger.
Oh no!
You know,
No,
more,
no.
I don't think it's called a stranger.
There is something called dead arm in this room.
It's got a name though.
Ugh. That poor leper. What about that guy? That like crazy Islamic extremist cleric. He's got the hook for a hand.
Abu Hamza.
What do you reckon he does? He's got to be very careful, isn't he? Do you think he puts like a pork chop onto the hook?
That is horrible. He probably has an additional screw-on attachment. It's like
Oh no!
it's like a fleshlight attached
Oh.
to his hand.
Oh.
Can you imagine if he accidentally came to like the mosque one morning and he forgot to change his hand attachment and he put...
He like shakes hands with people, say yeah. Oh, that's a lovely morning.
Hello, and welcome to
Okay.
Should we just talk about how there aren't those Rice Krispies with sugar on anymore? What are they called?
Bicycles.
Ricicles. Ricicles are just Rice Krispies with sugar on and cocoa
Yeah.
pops. A darky Rice Krispies.
When we were kids, like this was such a long time ago, that there were different stuff. Do you remember Lucky Charms? They were like this like cereal with lumps of marshmallow in them. Do you remember those?
Yes, yes. Very American cereal. Even though it's kind of like
Yeah.
got an Irish theme to it.
But they got
Typical
like
America.
they stopped making them after a while, and there was all sorts of like sweets, and chocolate bars. Like, do you remember when all newsagents used to have penny sweets? Oh God, how old do I sound? But when you could like get like a little paper bag and fill it up with like sweets that cost about 1p each, and you can have like 25p's worth of like cola bottles and cherries and
What were those
Lips.
prawns? They were like little
Prawns.
prawns, weren't there? What
yeah,
were they?
little pink, plasticky tasting prawns. What were they made of?
Sugar. That's about it.
Yeah. And Ricicles, man. I remember those, but I think they just... The thing is, those cereals were just so full of sugar. It was like, ugh.
Well, most cereals are.
Then again, though, when I have like Weetabix, I just cover that damn thing in sugar, like 2 spoonfuls for like each biscuit. Bits.
Oh my
What are they
god,
called?
why would you do that?
Because they're horrible. They're just all soggy and like gross without sugar. With sugar, they're lovely.
It just seems unnecessary to me. I mean, if you're just going to throw sugar on it, why not get a sugary cereal or something that tastes a bit nicer? No, because it's healthy. It's not healthy if you're throwing fucking sugar over it, is it?
Well, this is true. This is true.
You may as well just eat a bowl of Werther's Original covered in milk.
A bowl of Werther's Originals. Delicious. Oh god, yeah. Can you still buy those?
No. All of my popular culture references are so out of date that the things I talk about aren't even around anymore.
It's not really a popular culture reference talking about Werther's Originals anyway, is it?
It was 10 years ago.
Oh man, the Werther's Originals adverts were always creeped me out a bit. It was always like, come sit on Granddad's knee and I'll give you a Werther's Original.
Yeah, you make it sound pretty sinister. I remember it being sweet. He was a lovely old man.
Do you reckon you'll be a lovely old man when you're that age?
That bulge in his trousers, it was just where they'd like ride up,
It was the packet.
you know? They were
What do you mean?
they were baggy. Oh right, yeah. And there was the
In his
packet.
pocket.
And sometimes he had to fiddle with that pocket to get a sweet out. And his hand was in there for like 5 minutes at a time, rummaging around.
That is horrible. Oh dear.
But as he did it, he had such a serene look on his face. He looked at peace.
Oh dear God.
I think this is the earliest I've gotten up in a week.
You should try and get used to it, man. Because it's good for you to get up this early.
It doesn't feel good because I just have to drink lots of coffee and smoke lots of cigarettes